sincerely think that Omega Squad will have a better luck doing that than DGX will.
Definitely. I'm also hoping that the Kane for Omega Squad plays a bit more controlled this game. Last game we saw a lot of diving into 1v3s and like, hey, maybe I can get a pick and then die type of mentality. The Lee Sin, hey, I got a kick, I have to go in type of thing. I'm hoping he can kind of rein it back this game.
Absolutely. What do you think about, to change subjects a little bit, what do you think about the new subs for each team? The new ADC filling in for DGX, a new support from Omega Squad, as well as a little bit of movement.
I don't entirely know why DGX subbed out their Tristana. Tristana was the DGX ADC, correct? I just want to make sure I'm right here.
I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. Tristana and Zyra had it down lock in the bot lane. I'm not super happy with them switching out their ADC, just because I felt like that was the one part of the team that was working well. I thought it was more of the rest of the team not playing around their carry that was the issue. But
Sure.
Well, it wasn't so much the ADC they switched out. They switched out their top laner. You'll notice that Turtle is now playing top lane when he goes to jungle, and Bruce is now playing jungle.
you said that they switched around their ADC, and I was like, no, the ADC was the best part of the team.
They do have a new ADC. Iole Grills is now the ADC, and he was not playing last game.
That is fair.
I'll be more clear next time. That is my bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a Warwick top? Alright, cool. I don't know how I feel about switching out your ADC when the bot lane was the only good thing going on in that game. But I'm fine with switching around the jungle and the top laner. I thought the jungle was playing an aggressive jungle and just kind of sat back and farmed and kind of gave up the spike of power they had in the early game and didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, their ADC is their jungle now, so hopefully he can carry over that aggression and kind of trying to hold the team together the best he can to the jungle and try and hold more of the map together as opposed to just a single lane.
Mm-hmm. I'm just worried. Zyra showed that she is very good at her job, but for bot support, as a support mate, I'm sure you know that there needs to be synergy between the two, and I'm a bit worried about switching out the ADC for another and having that same synergy. But we shall see.
Big. But with both teams having change in their bot lane, hopefully the synergy doesn't hurt either team too bad. But we will see.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm surprised they also gave the Zyra again. I thought that was a weird thing not to ban after that. You know, the Zyra was getting the Tristana the kills. Sure, the Tristana had all the kills, but it was 100% the lockdown from Zyra. So I expected that to be banned. But
over Zyra in terms of support, which is interesting.
I do believe the Karma is actually a ban aimed towards topside.
Gotcha.
But perhaps they left the Zyra open because they think Sustain will be able to handle it a little bit better than Lizard Wizard did.
Yeah, we'll see. The Nautilus is much better into Zyra than the dang it! What was the support for the last game? I'm blanking.
I believe it was a Leona.
Yeah. I guess they're about the same. Never mind then. I just want to see the support and the ADC going in together as opposed to the Leona dive bomb or the support dive bombing and having to have the rest of the team catch up with them, because I think we saw a lot of last game one team member going in kind of abruptly and the rest of the team being like, oh, we're going in. Okay, here we come, and being like 5 paces behind.
Absolutely.
Really,
the Nautilus is nice though, because as opposed to Leona, you do pull them a bit closer to the ADC, as opposed to Leona, where you just yoink to wherever they're at. So.
Very true. Very true.
You talk a lot.
I got a lot to say. I'm sorry.
I was trying to say some shit, then you just keep talking.
Go ahead. What you got to say?
You weren't supposed to be here, so this is your fault.
As far I thought I was. I'm sorry.
At no point was I told you were going to be here. Well, there was a communication failure, and I'm blaming you, Jay. Let's never mind the fact that casters are my job, so it's probably my fault somewhere along the line.
No, it's actually Private Eye's fault. but it's fine.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You've given me another person to blame other than myself. Thank you.
Excellent.
You've
But
done me a
anyway,
great
I was
service.
gonna say, I really like this Trundle pick though, because Trundle is a tank destroyer.
Absolutely.
So picking that into the Cho'Gath, I think, is really smart. So hopefully that can be well executed in this top lane.
One can hope.
Hope. Admittedly, it might have been prudent to add a Vayne as opposed to an Ashe, though I'm not sure how NA Grills is on Vayne, but it would seem that max health true damage would help there as well.
That's for sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
Then again, making sure nobody can get to you is also helpful.
And the Ashe Zyra is a big combo there. I mean, Zyra gets one root on you, and then Ashe just keeps attacking you, and you can't move anywhere. So I do like the bot lane combo. I'm just curious if it'll be able to survive late game.
Yeah, the
True.
Zyra root with the Ashe passive.
Mm.
Can we take a moment to talk about Warwick top?
Yeah,
I was kind of wondering.
I'm not sure how I feel about that pick.
It's
Alright.
been sitting there. I've been staring at it, and I don't.
Warwick top works if the other person doesn't know how it works. So we'll see if Domo knows how Warwick top works. Yeah.
Yes, Warwick Q will follow and put you behind your target you are queuing if you hold it.
Cho'Gath Q does have a little bit of delay.
Cho'Gath
have a delay
E's
for sure.
first, or tries to get the Q out of Warwick. Or what the normal Cho'Gath will do, will just Q him from a mile away where Warwick can't use the Q on Cho'Gath.
Oh, someone want to stream for me?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I have to wait for the game to get in, so we just got in so I can stream for you now.
Maybe the thought process is you can out-sustain the feast range. The lower health you get, the higher your healing gets. So perhaps that's the thought process, where you just keep yourself right above feast range for as long as humanly possible.
Yes, sir.
10
No.
seconds. Well, you can't stop anything, Jay.
I don't think the Warwick pick's gonna work though. As a Cho'Gath player, unless there's some executional errors, I'm pretty sure Cho'Gath wins as long as he doesn't feed early. 12 seconds? Oh shit.
12 seconds. Private, why have you done
Can
this
we
to me?
can we do 13 seconds? Because I suck as well.
Oh,
Alright, cool.
13
13
seconds.
seconds. First try, just as planned. Yep. Jay, can you
Let's
see my
talk
screen?
about these runes.
Can we focus on the grasp on Warwick? I would like to focus on the
Just
grasp
about to
on
say
Warwick.
the grasp on Warwick. That
It's a very unorthodox rune for Warwick. Typically, you would take press the attack, I believe.
yes, press the attack. We also have the Dark Harvest on Zyra this game, so hence 2B is looking to do more damage. And
Mo
Glacial
damage, no
Morgana made.
For the Warwick top, I like Grass personally because against a Cho'Gath, you probably don't want to do extended trades. So the Grass might be good to just get him tanky, since they also only have one other tank on their team, and I say tank in parentheses because it's Trundle.
Well, hopefully, it will also help extend the time that he can stay above the feast range. But if the idea is to out-sustain the feast range, I'm not sure why you wouldn't go for something like press the attack so that you can keep your auto attacks coming out to heal yourself.
Yeah.
So cleanse on the Jhin instead of heal this game too.
Well, with a Zyra and an Ashe and a Warwick and a Morgana, can you really blame him?
No, I wasn't blaming him at all. I was just pointing it out.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
They should be.
They should very definitely be afraid of the Zyra.
Yeah, the Zyra was like the thing that got the Tristan ahead. The Zyra's terrifying. And we have Cho resetting the wave to push towards him, but he's gonna lose some HP to Warwick there for that.
And definitely trade starts to set themselves up across the map. A little bit of poke coming out in most of the lanes as different people try and jostle for position, trying to get second level first.
Second level first. I love that
Yes.
wording.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason I'm not an English major, Jay. Often because I have a stroke mid-sentence.
Yeah, I saw that in chat. Thank you.
Yes. Shout
So
out
we
to
have
the
Kane
chat
clearing
homies.
bot side here and Trundle clearing top side. I would like to see a Trundle gank level 2 against this Cho'Gath, especially since the Cho'Gath's pushed up. And I think Warwick does have the advantage on Cho'Gath this early in the game. And we do. Trundle seems to be heading top for a gank. Let's watch. There's no ward there. Cho'Gath does not know. And here comes Trundle. There's the W going in with the bite. The knockup from the Cho'Gath. But the Cho'Gath's just up. There's the pillar. Trundle gets a second bite. Cho'Gath flashes the thumbs up, but I'm not sure if you can thumbs up that when you're at half HP against a Warwick, because Warwick's going to get attack speed now when he's attacking you.
Monkey, he BMs no matter what.
Absolutely.
is
Give him
fair.
A little bit more mobility in lane to also try and get away from the knock-up.
Oh, we have a Trundle invade here, but is immediately spotted out by the Annie. No stun comes out,
Would be a waste of a stun.
probably. Except if she uses it on a minion.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Which would also be a waste of a stun.
This would be a waste of a stun. They learned a lesson from last game, hopefully. This is going to be a double scuttle for Trundle if he wants to go bot lane. Which, yeah, looks like he's going bot lane for that double.
Skipping over Raptors and making his way there. He's either going to go finish up a full clear, which it doesn't look like he's doing, or he's going for that scuttle. Kane does get a full clear off, though, so he should have a little bit of advantage as far as tempo goes for XP.
I don't know, the double scuttle gives you a lot of... And we got a Nautilus Root, Ash has to flash away. Zyra was nowhere to help for that, so Ash forced to blow an early flash there, making her a prime gank for Kane, especially if he wants to go blue form this game.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with the two scuttles. That is absolutely a big XP advantage, but he's already on his second clear of Raptors, and he's likely going to start his second clear of Krugs here pretty quick, and that can
We got a second engage with Nautilus. They get the Zyra's low. She has to flash as well. Down to 40-some HP. Nautilus landing hook after hook, and Jin just following up with the massive damage. Zyra's going to have to back here unless she wants to die. She's looking for, Did Nautilus hook a plant there,
Plants.
I think?
Yes, he did.
Zyra saved by one of her plants.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I talked too loud.
No, it's not okay picking.
Ah, alright. Well, I'm going to bed. I got work tomorrow anyway. You guys, come on.
Okay, bye.
No, please don't leave me with these idiots.
I got you, fam.
Volume's already all the way up.
Oh no.
Why are you so quiet?
I'll talk louder.
No,
Private is.
I'm
Are
not
you on stream or can
because I'm
people hear you?
lazy.
People cannot hear private, from what I'm understanding.
Oh, great. So we're just talking to ourselves now. That's fantastic.
Yep. Nautilus
big
getting a
damage
root,
out.
but Ash putting out massive damage onto the Jin. And Nautilus trying to get away, but the Ash slows are just too much. Kane's looking. If Nautilus lands a hook, this Ash is dead. Here comes the root from... Oh, the flash, the stun, the root! Kane going in to finish the job, and he gets the first blood for Kane! Yeah, we got a flash from Morgana and an ult, but the ult and the stun don't hit. That is a TP wasted and ult wasted. And Morgana not looking too good after that play. That is the teleport, especially blown there, is a big setback.
The TP from Warwick on the top side also means that all the TPs for DGX are gone, giving Omega Squad a rather large advantage. 2 TPs up.
Especially for this Drake up right now. If they need to TP down, would be no
I'm
problem.
not sure what they'll be able to do.
Yeah, 4 members
yeah,
are in
their whole
base and
team
Cho'Gath's
is back
top.
in, yep.
That's a
Never
free
mind.
Drake for them.
They certainly know that it's being taken, but without any way to TP there or vision on it, I'm not sure that this is...
I got confused, sorry.
All good.
It's okay. We've come to expect it from you.
Warwick's going in. He ult for
Oh.
6. Cho'Gath is
But
not
he-
6 yet. Warwick's going in. Cho'Gath gets the knock and gets away safely. Warwick should not be ulting at full HP. That defeats half the whole purpose of his ult is to get his HP back. So like it's a okay engage, but really kind of you don't get the maximum out of it. And Cho'Gath's sitting at 3/4 HP after that engage, and now he has ult and is definitely looking to eat this Warwick.
Absolutely. I'm not sure I agree with the ult. Without a jungler there, you don't really have much follow-up aside from yourself, and at that point, you're Warwick. You might as well just run him down.
Yeah, 100%. And what confuses me is Warwick popped his W there, so he had the movement speed to catch up, but instead of running him down for the extra 5 feet, he chose to ult, which you lose all the healing from that. And like you also I don't know. It seems like a waste of an ult, and now like Cho'Gath is back at full HP and looking to eat him.
He must do his munch.
He must do the noms.
A little bit of a gold league starting to show itself up for the side of Omega Squad, despite the dragon take for DGX. Most of that likely coming from the first blood. It looks like it might be a little bit of extra gold on both the jungler and the ADC for Omega Squad. And though Morgana does have a little bit of a lead over Annie, but CS around the board being relatively even and supports items being relatively even as far as gold goes so far. A little bit of a lead for sustain, but just about 100 gold, just enough for a control ward.
Kane's going for Rift here. He knows Trundle's there, and Trundle knows that Kane's there. Had a little staring contest. But they are daring Warwick and Trundle to try to contest this, and with 3 of them there, I think they easily get this with the Cho'Gath ultimate.
With the feast and the smite, I'm not sure what
They're going in for it. They think they can get it. There's the Cho'Gath feast. He gets suppressed by the Warwick. I think they get Cho'Gath here. They get Cho'Gath. Kane's going in for the Morgana, but he can't get it. He's shut down by. Oh wait.
Kane does get the Morgana.
Never mind. Kane doesn't care. I was looking at the wrong person. Annie trying to get away, but Trundle gets the munch. But Tibbers is coming for revenge.
Where was the Annie still there?
Oh, Tibbers might get it. Nope. Oh yeah. There's too much going on.
TP coming in from Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath had to TP to stop that minion wave. With over 10 minions there, he has to TP or else you lose a massive amount of experience there. But yeah, with Kane's mobility, I got him confused with another champ, and yeah, that's what confused me a lot. But Kane does secure the kill there, and Kane is now... Man, I can't see it. Hold on. Boop! Scoreboard. Kane is now 2-1. So, he's died, but he is doing much better than last game.
Absolutely, but with Trundle being 2-0 and starting to catch up and farm from that trade, especially with the death, it looks like it might have been a little bit of a mute point, all things considered.
Oh, definitely. Cho'Gath does have Rift Herald, though, and if he gets a little bit more damage on this tower, he can take it out. There's some fighting going on top, but honestly, Cho'Gath's way too tanky for it to really be worrying. But Trundle's here, and now this is a bit worrying. Cho'Gath gets the Q to try to slow him, but Trundle's tower will come up. There it is. Warwick looking for the engage as well. He's trying to kill one of them. There's a silence. And he's trying to salvage anything left, but he cannot, and he's forced to back away. That was a clean kill from the Trundle and the Warwick, waiting for Cho to pop his Q before Trundle pillars so they can catch up and secure that kill there. That was a hook ult. But the Zyra root comes in as well, and Zyra will flash away to safety there.
Perhaps we spoke a little too soon on the Warwick pick topside. It looks like it's doing a fair bit, if nothing else, to keep Cho'Gath near Trundle.
Ash is just going to say, oh, Jin gets it around the Ash. Nautilus pulls Ash out of the way, and Jin hits the Zyra. Massive outplay. There's the Mastery 7. Nautilus coming in clutch for the bot lane.
Sustain is just out here today.
That was disgusting. The Jin aimed it perfectly so it wouldn't hit as Nautilus pulled the Ashe out of the way. They thought they could just stand there, but Nautilus had other plans. And now we have pings for Dragon.
That just goes right back to the bot lane synergy you were talking about. Clearly, Sustain and Buddy have a very good communication going on to pull off a play like that.
Oh yeah, but Sustain's caught out with the pillar. The Ashe arrow comes down, he's caught. The Warwick Hall comes down as well, and he also gets the cane. There is no jungler, and they are forced to back off. This is going to be an easy dragon for DGX.
Cho'Gath will pop the rift though, and potentially get that second tier top.
Cho'Gath's just chugging down on top lane, so they get a dragon, but at what cost? Cho'Gath will probably secure the second tower, the tier 2. Warwick's trying to get there, but he's going to be too late.
Very good.
Cho'Gath's not even backing off. He's just going in. Warwick's attacking, but he's also taking massive damage from these minions here. He's already down to 3-4 HP. But yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, on the other hand, they already have 2 dragons. They're trying for that early soul there to try to get them ahead. Trying to get this game over before Monkey gets that massive Cho'Gath that we saw last game.
It will either be Ocean or Cloud Soul this game.
It will be. We can actually check that. Hold on. It will be Ocean Soul this game.
That's big for a Warwick.
That is massive for Warwick.
And
It is also massive for Cho'Gath.
Oh, and Trundle, and Cho'Gath, and Kane.
Yeah, and
Nautilus. It's massive for most of the players on the board.
Valid. However,
actually
Cloudflare would have
exactly
been big
half.
for Cho'Gath as well.
Yeah.
As well as the Trundle and the Nautilus, but the Warwick specifically gets a lot
Yeah.
for the being Ocean Soul.
The Q and she's not going to be able to finish it, but gets Annie super low, being able to thread her Q through the minions there. Trundle's caught behind enemy lines, but gets out because of the movement speed, and Cho's just a slow boy. The pillar just to make sure that he's out.
Looks like there's a little bit of focus coming out here from mid lane. Annie's still in base, so this might be unfortunate. 3v3 in mid lane and a 1v2 in bot lane.
Yeah, Nautilus had another great hook, but the spell shield from Morgana prevented the engage from going any further. Oh, we have a Kane engage here looking for the Trundle, but he also is not able to get it in time. And we just have people trying to get vision around this drag, even though it's not going to be up for another 2.5 minutes. But we can see people are doing the NA of starting to ARAM as the team's kind of just grouping up mid, trying to fight for these tier 1 mid towers, trying to open up the map.
Monkey realizing the tier 2 coming out early could actually cost him a little bit here. He has to move either to bot lane or mid lane and try to make his presence known elsewhere on the map, while Warwick can just be top, essentially free farming.
I don't know. I feel like having the extra pressure mid would be nice, and that the tier 2 tower top plus the extra pressure mid is giving them another free Rift Herald here. So
It's certainly not a bad thing to have more towers, however.
yeah, Cho'Gath does get the Rift Herald though, with his feast. We get a root from Morgana. Nautilus using his ult too early, and the struggle pillow comes down, and the re-engage is here. Nautilus stunned forever. The kill goes to Morgana, but Trundle oversteps. He's trying to get away. Will he get away? He will.
Kane flashes to get away. Warwick flashes to
Warwick
follow.
goes in and gets the kill on Kane though. Ash trying to find the kill on Annie, but she gets away with no HP left. Team fight coming out here is that's a 1-for-2 by the side of DGX there, and they're trying for this tower. Oh no! Jin gets a stun under tower, or root under tower, but she does get away.
Flash
Sorry, go
coming
ahead.
up from Gyro.
We're seeing the team fights coming out here now.
Absolutely. Starting to
Now
see
we
a
have-
little bit of a difference open up in the vision score. sustain the only person on his team with the lead over his opponent, and Turtle Stance having a 6 vision score advantage over Monkey, and that can really help you set up plays if you can do that properly. So all of that vision score has to be coming from somewhere. Just hope that it is helping them somewhere.
What I'd like to see is vision around this dragon pit from either team. Just trying to get. We see the Omega squad getting some vision in the jungle here, so they can get some warning when DGX goes in to try to stop. Jin gets stopped by the pillar and pops cleanse, and cleanse does nothing because the pillar is an object. So that is a wasted cleanse on Jin.
The man was confused.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, the
He's doing his
TP
best.
from Warwick.
Morgana getting the root. Yeah, sure. Arrow comes in, but it gets on board. But Warwick comes behind and gets the ADC, and they're just sweeping them out. Trevor's throwing the Annie. Annie's not going to get out either. Ash is throwing her to oblivion. Cho's the only one left, and they're just melting him. And that is a 5-man kill for DGX. Easy drag there. That will put them at 3-1 away from Soul.
Hey, picking? We call that an ace, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Called an ace.
You know, words are hard.
It's okay. I have strokes. You're allowed to as well.
Excellent. It is. Am I wrong?
He's not
No,
wrong.
no,
Honestly, the
you're
important bit is he's saying it at a volume people can hear, Jay.
Ooh. But yeah, the Warwick had an excellent flank there coming behind, so he was able to get the ADC and fear 3 of the team. So the Ashe and the Zyra could just walk up slow and just slow the team down and just melt them and get a free Drake there, forcing Omega Squad to have to fight for this next drag unless they want them to get a free soul.
Absolutely, and their follow-up post-fight is very good.
Blue steel, he flashes the crab. What a play, what a dude.
But even post-fight, there was a rather long period where DGX was the only one pushing any lanes, with all of Omega Squad really just running up mid and towards the Dragon Pit. Kind of some wasted time on the side there for Omega Squad, and at a disadvantage like this, I'm not sure that's one you can afford to have.
Yeah, they're falling behind 6-13 in kills. They are up in towers. Omega Squad
notable
still has
margin,
all
mind you.
tier 1s, but we shall see. Nautilus looking for an engage here maybe, but won't find anything easy, and they will back up. Trying to push in that top lane like you said, but they're having issues because of how far up it's pushed compared to the rest of the map.
Meanwhile, Cho'Gath and Warwick just kind of staring each other down while they farm in the bot lane.
Doing the tank top laner thing where you stare at each other, bop each other a couple times, heal back to full HP, and do it again.
Truly a magnificent dance.
Wonderful. We got an assist ping from Nautilus here, trying to clear out this control ward. Jaden zoning off the Morgana, trying to establish vision for this Baron, and they're looking for an early Baron, it looks like. Good map. Go ahead.
I'm going to be honest with you, I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, cool. Warwick's going in on Cho'Gath and does like no damage. Warwick ults away as Cho'Gath has his Q up. This is the issue with taking a Warwick into Cho'Gath. Once Cho'Gath hits this point and you don't have that many kills on him, like 2 is not going to be enough. Cho'Gath is just so tanky at this point, and he heals with every minion he kills. So as long as you're CSing well, you're going to constantly be regenning.
Very definitely, but with Blade of the Rune King coming out here for Warwick, that really does look like Cho'Gath can't really afford to fight him consistently unless he has this rather notable lead either in abilities or in health.
True.
There's a 50 CS difference made here.
50 CS difference in the mid lane, and that is exemplifying itself in a 2-level lead for Masquerade over Surd. That's pretty notable.
Masquerade also has 10 assists. Masquerade has been coming in clutch for helping his team secure the kills with the Morgana root and the W effect of doing more damage as they get lower.
Fight breaking out here in the mid lane. Looks like a pretty quick one, but a pretty devastating one. Losing both the mid lane and the support will likely mean the first tower for DGX.
Yeah, you're ahead, dude. Yeah, what time are you at, iPod? And we have a fight breaking out mid lane. Nautilus goes in and ults, but the more exposure blocks it. He is rooted, and that is a free kill for mid lane.
About that far ahead.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm at 253, 254, 2155, 2156, 57.
That's the big one. You said 25, and I was very confused.
Yeah, sorry. I'm at 22 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
I'm
And
back on.
DGX is just destroying towers. Trundle is just going to town with the Ashe. Those two are massive tower destroyers here. And Cho'Gath's trying to make a difference by pushing top, but Warwick's just going to be there and kind of prevent him from pushing it too far in.
Absolutely, but it does force a member to stay up there, and with a Warwick, that can mean a lot, especially when you can keeping him busy means one less person that the Jhin has to worry about and a lot less peeling to do.
True.
TP from Morgana coming out.
Omega Squad trying to get some early vision on this dragon before the fight breaks out, but they were met with them.
Being in as well with Warwick following up.
Trundle is caught out, but Nautilus doesn't land the Q, and Trundle is able to get out scotch-free with actually most of his HP there. That was insane. They had him surrounded, and he was just able to movement speed out. Oh, they catch out the Warwick, though. Morgana goes golden, but there's nothing you can do there. Morgana is taken down by Cho'Gath, and Zyra is soon to follow. The exhausted Jhin all comes out, slowing him down, but there doesn't seem to be a re-engage here. They're just content with having a free dragon here.
Well, at this point, that's really all you want. Give yourself 5 more minutes before the soul comes out, especially with an Ocean Soul being as massive as it is for a team fight.
Definitely, especially with this Trundle and Warwick, like you were saying. They need to prevent them from getting dragged, so definitely don't chase there. Just turn around and get the free drag.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cho'Gath making sure there's some pressure in the bot lane, likely going to be going to either mid or top next to keep pressure around the map so that his team can focus elsewhere and try to keep everybody guessing. But it looks like he's going right back to bot lane. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose.
Interesting play. I'm curious why you would back there. Maybe just to buy items or something if you're just going to go right back to farming. But
Likely items.
yeah.
Big
Free
brain
back,
play,
no pressure on the map.
you make them think you leave, and then you go back. So then they also go somewhere else on the map.
Jhin is able to secure the Scuttle Crab, so they'll have some extra vision for this Baron play. Nautilus gets Morgana dude and Trundled, so he is stuck there and can't get out. Baron might kill him. Trundle comes up, and Warwick finishes the job there. Man, they just trapped him in the pit, and he cannot 1v1 Baron there. Baron Nashor is apparently on DGX's team now. And the Zyra trying to catch out Annie, but is unable to. Kayn might be going in a bit deep here. He ults, but they're just going to walk back, and he's trying to get away, but he's surrounded by 4 members. He's trying to get away. He does get away, but Trundle chasing him down. And Trundle gets the kill. Morgana gets the kill. Jeez, on the Annie that she was trying to protect the Kayn there, and Kayn's not even able to get away either. Kayn just goes too deep there.
Cho'Gath and Warwick doing their thing on the bot side of the map, while Nautilus is the only other member for Omega Squad alive. This is probably going to be a very free Baron for DGX.
Definitely. The Ashe is up, so they're going to take it quick too. It's not like they even have time to try to take it. Cho'Gath can just try for this tower instead, but instead he's just staring at the minions as they shoot at him. But yeah, that was a massive fight there. Kayn goes in too deep, and then Annie tries to save him, but also ends up dying because of it.
I'm curious as to what Nautilus's plan here was. He sees the 2 control wards, he sees that there's another ward in the bush, and he just kind of steps around there for a little bit before dropping a ward that is cancelled out by the 2 control wards he saw.
Big brain plays.
Big brain.
He used all his brain cells to pull the Ashe away so the Jhin could get that kill at minute 3, and he is out of brain cells for the game.
He's likely just making sure that the rest of his team knows that there are 2 control wards there, speaking of which I'm not sure why there are 2. But
comes down to that communication we were talking about last game. Again, control words aren't as big as saying who you're going to go in on, but it's still good to let your team know so you don't waste 75 gold on, you know, double warding a bush.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So now with the empowered Baron, DGX is able to start pushing out these lanes again.
Definitely, and it should put a little bit of a hamper on Cho'Gath's split push. With if Warwick continues to match him, he will have stronger teams fighting on his side, and hopefully should give DGX a little bit more pressure elsewhere on the map because they won't have to worry about the Cho'Gath as much.
The next dragon is up in 130, and we're starting to get pings from both, or one of the teams. I missed which one, but they're trying to establish vision for this next fight. Cho'Gath farming bot lane because that's all he knows how to do, but is now coming up to drag to help his team set up vision here. And Omega Squad, my bad, is the first to start setting up vision here, and that'll give him an advantage for if DGX wants to try to contest this one.
Absolutely. Taking a quick look into the scoreboard, there's a bounty on 4 of the 5 members for DGX, with Warwick being the lone exception with a teamfight.
We have an engagement from Trundle. Nautilus getting caught out again. He ults, but is once again canceled out by the Morgana Snow Shield, and he is killed. Trundle and Ashe just slowing him to oblivion. He can't do anything. This Nautilus keeps ulting people, and Morgana's just like, I'm just gonna put a shield on that, and he just has to sit there and cry as he is taken down. And Cho'Gath also overstepping here. Ashe and Trundle once again, the slow combo. He can't even move, but they disengage here, and they are content with just gaining control of the Dragon Pit.
At this point, it's really all you can worry about with Drake coming up soon and
Definitely.
DGX being on sole point.
Some fight breaking out here, but no HP loss. But here comes Kane trying to do some damage, but he doesn't really do any, and now he's caught out. He's in Trundle, but will he be able to get out? 2 go over the wall, and the fight is just there. Cho'Gath tries to pop up 2 people, but again, there's not much damage coming out. Kane is caught out by himself. Can he kill the Zyra first? No. Morgana's Q comes over the wall and kills him. Nautilus is trying to push up, and the Cho'Gath as well, but I think that's just Baron, and that is, or not Baron, that is Soul for DGX. And they're not done. They're re-engaging. Cho is slowed by Trundle and Ashe again, and he can't move the root. And Ashe gets the kill on him. They should have backed up, and Annie's also going to fall as well. They try to re-engage after the team gets Soul in a 4v5, I guess.
Times call for desperate measures, I suppose.
I mean, I guess, but that's just not what you want to see. They get Soul, they should disengage here, but instead they try to go for a pick. And Trundle and Ashe are there to just slow him down when they realize it's a bad idea, but it's too late to get out.
It's looking like a very clean game for DGX. Very definitely what we wanted to see last game, but I'm glad we can see it this game.
Yeah, here we go. The tower dives to force them back, and now they're going to get mid-tower and probably mid-inhib here. I don't think there's much Nautilus and Kane can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It will be interesting to see if they can manage to pull out the bot lane inhibitor as well, though, with members coming back up.
They're definitely trying for it. Trundle's going on. Here comes the ult from Nautilus, and this one does hit. The Morgana exposed shields Warwick instead. But here comes the Zyra ult, but it only hits Cho'Gath, so it doesn't do much, but they will get this tower here. Ashe getting a kill. Somehow I missed that, but Ashe getting a kill on the Nautilus as well. That slow is not to be underestimated, especially combined with the Trundle pillar. And now as more members come up, Omega or DGX, my bad, is forced to retreat. You know, switching sides and colors is really screwing with my brain here.
Absolutely, but you'll notice the DGX is still basically full health and looks like they could take another fight right now, and they're really just resetting for gold. It's really the power of the Ocean Soul already showing up.
Yeah, and I do believe that's a smart choice here. You don't want to blow your lead and have needless deaths, especially when all 5 of your team members have bounties. All 5 members of DGX have bounties, including Trundle with a 700 gold bounty. This jungler is 8-0-15. This is what I wanted to see last game, and I'm glad he came to show up this game.
Well, that's the ADC. He's
Yeah.
the high point of their team last time, and now that he's moved to jungle, he's again just a high point on the team. Certainly not the only high point, with Ashe doing quite well for herself as well as the Morgana, but certainly a key player regardless of the role he's in.
Definitely, and jungle and ADC are such 2 different positions, especially when you're playing a Trundle that wants to run in as opposed to a... I guess it is a Tristana, so I kind of take that back. But ADC requires a lot more of playing a bit more passive, so I'm impressed that he's able to play both roles so well. And there's a pause on the game here.
Also, everyone take a shot every time iPod says absolutely.
yo, I already have been. You're behind on the times.
What? You talking
You
shit? That's probably fair. I probably deserve it.
You should also take a shot every time I say or stutter, if you really want to have a good time.
I think you might die.
That's the
Let's,
plan,
let's
fam.
not do shots. But let's not do a drinking game based off of you picking. That sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, it is. It's
Exactly.
awful.
Take a second here to look at the build for both teams. You can notice that even though Jin took the cleanse, which should keep him safe, with 4 major CCs from the side of DGX, it's kind of interesting to not see Mikhail's Crucible coming out from Nautilus. Not in his first 2 items. Hopefully it'll show up in his third, but it looks like it's costing him a fair bit. They could just keep being able to get onto the Jin and or push the Jin out of fights.
Hopefully, we see Annie building a Banshee's Veil soon. Banshee's Veil and a rod.
Absolutely. Would be the Hextech GLP private. No picking, that is not the dream.
Oh,
The dream is not to die from the drinking game. For those of you not following chat.
are you sure? Hey,
It can
that
be
means I
helped.
don't have to show up to work tomorrow. It sounds
You
like a
know?
win.
That's one way to look at it.
It is.
I'm not sure that's the healthiest way to look at it.
Hey, I'm just saying, I have to be up at 6 tomorrow for work, but I'm here with y'all.
We didn't. You know what? We did force you to be here. I can't even say that. That's.
I want to be here. It's a good time. I like yelling about random things.
I think Annie
Absolutely.
needs Void right now to deal with all that magic resistance on their team.
Oh, yeah. Annie needs Leandries.
Leandry's on Annie certainly wouldn't hurt, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
it's the primary thing that he should be focusing on.
Not when you're 1 in 5.
1 in
No,
5, he's
Void-
getting
Void
burst in
is-
fights fairly quickly. I'm not sure the continued damage would stack up very much, and the burn would of course be helpful, but at this point I'm not sure the gold sunk into it is worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Trundle's too far ahead here, and burst damage is all you can do here because if you're there for more than 3 seconds, Trundle and Ash slow you, or Morgana roots you and you're dead. So I would like to see Annie just build more. I don't know, maybe Spellbinders to get that burst damage off of her ult, and maybe get a pick off of the Ash or the Zyra. But
I'm not sure I'd want the Spellbinders. I feel like like Jay said, the Banshee's Veil coming out so that she can live just a little bit longer to try and burst down one of the 2 squishies from the bot lane, or even Morgana would be more effective than anything you put towards trying to burst down a Warwick or a Trundle with Ocean Soul. That just seems
That
like a
is fair.
fool's errand.
yeah. In other news, is there any way I can turn Jay up a bit? Because Jesus, I can't even hear.
Yes, there's a way you can turn Jay up a bit.
All right, Jay, say something.
Pause is coming through. It looks like the pause has been.
Yes, I'm saying something. Hello.
All right, I think I might have fixed it a bit. All right, so
Chicken's too loud for himself.
I am. There's a reason I'm deaf.
He likes to keep it
DGX
that
is
way.
setting up for the Baron here.
Pushing out top lane so they don't have to worry about it while they're on the Baron and give themselves a little bit
Will
more
probably
pressure.
take that tower.
I would be shocked if they didn't, with Warwick doing a little dance.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the BM.
Cho'Gath's not
Oh,
liking it. He's coming up.
Um,
The silence comes down.
Looks like
The
he
root
will get
misses
caught out here.
from Jin, but he might be caught out. We'll see. He goes in on the Jin. He knows what he wants. Can he get it in time though? No, he cannot. Jin all comes down and slips his down on my thrower.
And that's static, my guy.
turn off your static. team fight ending up here with a 1-for-4 trade. It looks like it's a 1-for-5, a clean ace for DGX minus Warwick, of course.
That Jin ult, he canceled his Jin ult for whatever reason.
He got his shot off to get onto the Warwick, and he was likely trying to get further in so he could get some stuns out, but I'm not sure I agree with him. The game's just over.
I think we should have kept that ult going. Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
DGX takes the second game here.
Second game ends us with a 1-1.
I told y'all the Trundle was a good pick. I'm just saying.
Trying to
I was like, ooh. That Trundle pick to counter Monkey's Cho'Gath.
I think it's trying to communicate with us. Tekken, are you good, buddy? No, you are not good. I think your mic has just died on you. Oh, and he's gone. I would assume not. They still have 5 more minutes for when our spectate delay ends until they start the next game, so we likely have a little bit of time here.
Be right back.
Bye, Jay. We will miss you.
I said I'll be right back. Not that I'm leaving.
A much better game too coming out from DGX. Omega Squad falling apart there a little bit in the draft. I'm not sure why they let the Trundle get through with multiple members on DGX being able to play it. Perhaps they thought that it was just Turtle, but we'll have to see if they make the same mistake twice and let that through again. Very good series so far, though. Have we had a series go past a clean sweep, or is this going to be the first one? Last game was also a 3-1, so we'll have to see if we can get to a full 5 or if we're only going to go 4. Picken has rejoined us. Have you fixed your mic?
Have I?
You have fixed your mic.
Yay!
Tis a blessed moment. The
just
static
saying.
was horrible.
Everything went to shit when I turned Jay up, so
So this is Jay's fault somehow.
100%. All right. I can.
What's my fault?
Everything's your fault, Jay.
What's my fault?
We're talking about how there was a correlation from when Picken turned you up and his mic went to shit.
Okay, well, all right. I'm gonna go get my drink now. I was getting my laundry, and then I heard you say that, and I was like, "What?"
Heard you was talking shit.
Well, look, in our that we got the draft pick ban tool right on time this time, so we don't have to jump in halfway through pick and ban. Thank you,
Alright, well,
Private.
hurry up so you guys can invite me to the game this time.
Ayo.
If
What do
we
you
were to do
mean?
it, we'd have to invite us first and then everybody else. But
He doesn't know it's random. I already asked him.
what Rodex needs to do is he needs to invite all the casters before he invites the entirety of both teams so that we can all get into our spectators and then he can fill out. But that seems to be not the way he wants to do things. Unfortunate, but we will make do. All in all, a very exciting day so far, though. Both games going further than the clean sweep that we've seen in a bunch of the other games.
Definitely, this is the first more than 3-game series that I've seen.
How does it? Okay. Now there's a password.
There's always been a password, Jay.
Okay, but now he knows the password.
Ah. What a dude.
Got a lot on his mind. He's currently reffing both teams while
I still can't join though. You'd love to see it.
Oof.
Do you though? Doesn't look like we have Pickin in the lobby either.
Oh,
Nope,
I'm here
I have
now.
yet to receive an invite.
Okay, now I can go get my drink.
It is.
Hey.
It looks to be too late for you. We've got 3 casters.
Alrighty.
You've gotta message Rodox and try to get the same password Jay did so you can get in here.
I got you.
Or Jay could just send it to you because she's a wonderful person.
Excellent.
Okay, now we'll be right back.
All right. I do not. I didn't get an invite. All right. What's it called? Rodox's game? Cool. I do. Excellent.
We've done it. We've done it.
Well-oiled
With our brain
machine.
powers combined, we have gotten the streamer and the 3 casters into the lobby.
Hey, if there's 3 casters, do you want me to bop off? Like, I'm not. Do we want 3? Until my mic shits itself again, and
So it shits itself, and I can certainly fill in if you want to get off. I know you have work early in the morning.
I can do this one. If this goes to 5, I'm not gonna be able to do the 5th because I can do
It's gonna
5
go to
hours
4
of sleep.
regardless.
Can't do 4.
We're gonna have another game after this one regardless. They got to get a 3-game win.
Yep, never mind. Yeah, this is my last one, boys. Unfortunately, I don't want to get fired, so
Yeah, don't do that. Speaking of which, not to be rude to Jay, I love that she's here. It's fun to have more people to talk to. Why do we have 3 people casting this one? I am in charge of that, but she told me you were the reason she was here. Well, why didn't you ask me? Don't think you did. Actually ask me. Damn it, Private. Why aren't you perfect?
How dare you?
We have the picks and bans going on.
OMS did not like that Trundle, and there's the ban for that.
Fiora
DGX
and
banning the
Sin
Singe
coming out
Fiora.
from DGX and Trundle and Volibear coming out from Omega Squad. They're still scared of that Volibear.
Volibear got a big, or not like a big buff, but he got a buff a while ago, and even though they nerfed him, he's still pretty strong in the top lane and the jungle.
Cassiopeia being the 3rd ban for DGX, respecting Surge Cassio, and Fizz coming out as the 3rd ban for Omega Squad. So, Pickin, what would you like to see different as far as team comps go?
What I'd like to see different? That is a good question.
Desire looking like the first pickup for DGX once again. No, the Ashe.
I would like to see the Zyra for DGX, though. The Zyra has always been a constant strong point for that team.
Wait, they still haven't banned this Zyra?
Nope.
I'm surprised. The Zyra's strong. I'd like to see OMS pick the Zyra to take it away from DGX, but instead they're going to pick the Morgana.
Give themselves a fairly strong flex pick, admittedly, but I'm not sure I like that if leaving the Ashe and Zyra combo up again.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
You know what I want to see different this game?
What
Not
would you like
any
to see
mid.
differently?
Not any mid.
And, you know, that might be a good decision. The Karma coming out, you were questioning the ban, and yet it comes out, and will it be
Now-
locked in, or are they just teasing?
This can be a flex pick, but I'd like to see the Zyra bot, so
The
I don't
Karma's
think they'll
locked in.
take Karma bot here. I'm pretty sure that's a Karma top.
It absolutely could. Turtle's known for his Karma top well enough that it's just banned. However, giving yourself the flex pick does open up your ability to play other things.
And there
Unless
goes
you
away the
lock
flex
Zyra,
pick.
which kind of removes the strength of a
Yep.
flex.
I think they pick the Zyra here because it definitely gets banned second rounds, though, if they don't. So
If you want the Zyra, you have to pick it here, or they're not going to let you have it a third time.
I think both of those would have been banned second, which is why they didn't try to flex pick one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if those are going to be your 2 strong points, I suppose it doesn't really matter what you pick.
Yeah.
The Scion.
I'm not sure how I feel about picking the top laner without seeing DGX. Oh, never mind.
Comes out.
They
Oh,
keep going to this Kane, but I don't like the. I don't know. I feel like the Kane has not been performing well.
No, I agree.
Something else.
Likely just trying to give himself some ability to keep up and farm with DGX's jungler, who's just had a stranglehold on the jungle thus far. The Cyan ban coming out from DGX, they say they're not going to deal with that, and a Vladimir from Omega Squad.
I think DGX just got baited.
I think so too, honestly.
Absolutely. Admittedly, though, Monkey plays a very good Scion, and it is
Yes, he
scary
does.
when he has it, so I'm not sure I
But I'm
disagree
also
with
pretty
that
sure
at
their
all.
karma's going top.
For DGX, of course.
But you know what has?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
never
getting
mind.
that mixed up.
The Warwick ban for Omega Squad, not wanting to see that again.
I don't think the Vlad ban was necessary.
Ooh, the Cho'Gath ban.
I would disagree with you there. Masquerade plays a very scary. And our streamer's back. Beautiful. He did start
Yay.
game one, but if you can remove a comfort pick, I don't see any reason why not to.
That's fair. Ooh,
The
the
allow
Alawi hover and the Alawi is locked in against the karma.
could be an Alawi mid. I've seen that a few times. We've seen
Against
our
private.
team members do that.
Yeah. Or was it private or shotgunner? One of the
That
two.
would be Shotgunner that has played Alawi mid.
Shotgunner's Alawi mid is disgusting.
With the Rammus and the Malphite coming out for the last two picks for DGX.
Interesting. Is that a karma mid Malphite top then, maybe?
It certainly could be.
It could be either.
Both Karma and Malphite are fairly capable mid laners. Then again, Zyra is also a fairly capable mid laner, and all three of those can be played at support.
No,
That is fair.
I think it's gonna stay as Zyra support.
I do believe it'll
definitely
be a
agree.
Zyra support. However,
And I think it's Malphite mid, which and
Oh
there's
no. There's the Annie.
don't be mean to Surge.
And all of us sound sad because we are.
I just hope he can put it to
the
bed.
Annie really hasn't been significant in either game thus far. I want to see a mid that has more presence.
I didn't even realize there was an Annie the first game. And the only reason I knew about it in the second game was because it was doing poorly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Annie pick, especially if it was already picked the first game as well. It seems like Omega Squad just wants to pick the same champions every time, regardless of success.
Focusing on a lot of comfort for their mid laner there.
I don't know. I feel at this point you've shown that the Annie's not going to work out, so I'd rather go for something a little less comfort pick, and it can't be worse in the second game. I mean, it can, but I would hope not.
It certainly can't be, but at the same time, if you're going to put him on a champion that he's not comfortable with, I'm not sure that you'd have any greater success. You'd just make him uncomfortable and then end up with the same result. I'd much prefer to see a champion that he knows how to play and has played consistently, just because regardless of a situation he's put in, if you know how to play your champion, you're always going to be more effective than if you don't know the mechanics of your champion through and through.
That is fair.
But
I counter you. Does he only know two mid laners?
He does not know only two mid laners.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get him the benefit of the doubt.
I think if they put if Surge played an assassin that could maybe take relapse off the Kane pick.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I'd like to see that would change both of the problem laners that you and I have been talking about, getting some other jungler and then also getting some other mid laner.
We start back up the tournament draft.
I'm also a bit
allows
worried about
more
Omega Squad's
versatility.
lack of a true tank.
Certainly could be an issue, but it doesn't seem like they've been doing very well in team fights regardless of the tank, so maybe they're just looking for more of a split push option. Or hoping that the Alawi can burn down a lot of the front line for DGX.
I don't know, that
DGX
Cho'Gath was a
looking
pretty
really
successful
strong.
tank that first game.
This show did get banned this game though.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, they have had success with tanks. Like, I don't know. I
for
would
sure.
like to see a true tank somewhere.
Although 4 top laners did get banned. from DGX.
True. I don't know what their champion pool is, so if that's the only one that they feel comfortable with, then definitely pick that. But
No, Monkey plays Fiora, Scion, Cho'Gath, Singed,
yeah,
Mordekaiser. He has a pretty good champ pool.
He's beat
I think
us
the
with
Mordekaiser would actually
handily.
be good here. You can isolate the Ashe from the fight.
I'm not sure the Ashe is always really the issue though. Ashe does a fair bit of sustain damage, but a lot of what she does is just keep you close enough for everybody else to do the damage.
But that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. If you get the Ashe out of the picture, you can engage much easier because you will no longer be slowed.
True, but I'd almost prefer to get rid of the Zyra, who's just locking everybody down for the entirety of a fight and also putting out some damage with her plants.
That is also fair.
I want to see Annie come up in the backline with Kayn.
I want to
We'll
see
see if-
Annie pop some fools.
Let's see if Annie can keep up with the assassin.
I think if Annie comes into the backline with Kayn, that could really turn some team fights for them.
I definitely agree. That's going to require a lot of vision control and a lot of setup, especially because Kayn can go through walls and Annie unfortunately cannot. So they'll have to set up a lot of control words to make sure that she's not spotted out trying to get that flank.
Yes, that is very true.
Alright, I will be right back. Nature calls.
Thanks.
Thanks for the info.
I appreciate that we all know now. The rest of the draft playing out as, well, was drafted. Does look like it's going to be a Karma top with a Malphite mid lane and Zyra at support, as widely agreed it should be, with the Morgana for sustain, which is kind of off for him. Sustain typically a tank support if memory serves.
The Morg is a very good pick into this team comp.
It absolutely is a good pick, but it's a bit of a strange one coming out for sustain. It'd kind of be like putting me on a tank. You'd be a little confused.
We'll see how it plays out then.
I'm fairly confident he'll be able to pull it off. It's just very interesting to see him on something other than his patented tanks,
As a
especially.
Morgana main, I expect big things.
We always expect big things. Always expect big things. Hopefully this game goes about as well as game 1 did and we get a very back and forth game. Always more interesting in my opinion.
Yes, like the Ban and WMD games. I don't know if you saw those.
I was unable to watch those, unfortunately.
First one.
Would you say, Private? I did
Yeah.
not hear anybody DC.
I also did not.
Private, you're going mad.
You're hearing things.
The voice is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that's exactly what's going on.
What's going on? What I miss?
Don't worry about it.
Damn it. Oh, are we talking about the Ramus top? Hold on.
We're not talking about the Remus top because it is not a Remus top. You'll notice that Turtle Stance is just in the support role as opposed to switching everybody around. So he's actually still the top lane. They're just moved everybody up a little bit because he DC'd from the first tournament draft for whatever reason.
Gotcha. Cool.
Otherwise, 2B Hentai would have moved from the support role where they have been dominating to the ADC with a Zyra, which would be interesting to say the least.
I don't know. He's hit enough skill shots at this point. I believe he could do it.
He absolutely could. However,
I'm not saying it's the best pick.
following,
Yeah,
not a good idea.
you make some good points. So how do you think Karma fares against the Alawi? Because Karma has the range for the tentacles, but is also squishy AF.
Very squishy, but the shield does give her a fair bit of burst protection, especially from the Alawi's E if she does land a couple of grasps and gets the vessel out. I think the Karma should be able to handle the laning phase fairly well, but I'm not sure how team fights will go.
I definitely agree with that.
I don't think Karma will have enough pressure to stop Alawi in lane.
No, not even with the ranged as well as the shield to get herself out of danger, if not, or mitigate some of the damage coming through.
I mean, she'll be able to poke, but she won't do enough damage to, shove Alawi out of lane, I think.
I don't think
I mean,
she has to shove Alawi out of lane though. As long as she is destroying the tentacles as they spawn, she should have a pretty even laning phase, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I just meant it won't be, Karma's not the most significant top laner to play into someone like Alawi.
no, absolutely not. But eventually, if you keep avoiding enough of the Q slams from Alawi and mitigate as much of the damage as possible when you do get hit, even if you're not poking and doing a whole bunch of damage, eventually it's gonna add up.
It will, but you have to remember Alawi also gets the lifesteal off of the tentacle rave party. So we'll see if she'll be able to heal through the karma poke or not.
Oh, if she can get on her, she will of course win any fight. Alawi is a much better continuous fighter than Karma is. I don't think anybody would argue that, but the point being, I'm not sure there will be very many consistent fights.
You say something, Private? Oh, yes, sir.
Not 12 this time, nor 13.
Or 13.
Yeah,
I
it
have
depends
faith.
if I'm talking and notice when we get in or not, Oh, we're in though, so I
I am
noticed.
paused.
I am also paused.
7, 8, 9, pause. And we have the crab emoji coming out from Morgana. Spicy.
Of course. Of course.
Man, I thought you were going to count down from 10 and I was going to be very angry.
It was going to be an interesting decision if you were going to select 10 as opposed to 3. But
I was probably just going to start it.
of course you were.
Looks like we're going to get 5 point from both teams.
Great, now I have to move everything around on their team.
I took the time we were waiting for Picken to catch up to do that. Ramus getting a little aggressive with his team, pushing their way into Omega Squad's jungle.
A little
Just
bit
getting
of
some
vision,
vision
which
to
is
make sure
good.
that Kane does take his Raptors first. Kane taking the opportunity to flash his mastery, as one does.
Right.
As one does.
Got to assert your dominance.
Vision dropped in the pixel bush by Kane just to make sure his red doesn't get invaded on as he backs. Both junglers taking the drop a ward and pick up Oracle approach.
That's a fun approach until you
Bloody
get
Carrot
invaded after
did
you leave.
take cleanse again this game.
He did. Then again, they do have a fair bit of CC. Not quite as much CC that can be cleansed, but still CC. And with him being their primary range damage dealer, I don't see why it's a bad pick. Hopefully this time Sustain will pick up the Crucible a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I don't know, because the cleanses are going to be super useful against Ashe, because every time she attacks you, it resets her passive. And Malphite ult is Malphite ult. You don't really get to cleanse that, you just get to die, so.
You just get to die.
The taunt, I do believe Cleanse does cleanse the taunt from Ramus. I'm not sure if it does, but that was my understanding. And with Zyra having roots, it's certainly not a bad pick. It may not be the optimal pick, but if that's what you feel is going to give you the best chance, then it's certainly not a bad pick.
Yeah. We see Annie getting chunked out by this Malphite early, already at half HP, but Malphite is also at half mana, so we'll see how long this poke lasts before he runs out.
Malphite does have a lot of mana issues early on, though depending on how he builds, he should be able to take care of it rather quickly. And with Arcane Comet as his primary rune, it's very likely he went Mana Flow Band, which will assist
Alawi
in
gets,
mana issues.
Alawi gets the first totem of the game, and it is spawning tentacles like crazy, and Kane's coming in for the assist here, but I don't think they're going to get anything. Tentacles doing some damage though, Karma down to around half HP. And the wave is also pushing into Alawi, meaning she can set up this freeze, and with Kane right there, Karma's going to have to be careful stepping up, except Kane's going to back, so I guess Karma can do what she wants.
While that happened, Ramus came in on the mid lane and put Annie at half health, giving Malphite a fairly significant presence advantage, for lack of a better term.
Monkey doing very well in this lane right now.
Up 3 CS. Keeping Karma poked out. Karma poking right back though.
Oh, minions might
He's
do
about
some
to
damage
die,
here, but a
so
level up
careful.
saves Alawi from too much damage. But Karma's going in. Can she get the kill? She might. Karma, first blood solo kill in the top lane. Alawi doesn't expect as much damage Karma can put out, and Karma puts Alawi in her place and sends her back to the respawn.
I think it's fairly safe to say that Karma does have the damage to push Alawi out of lane now.
Can confirm.
He's taking way too much minion damage for absolutely no reason.
100%.
Aside from being melee.
Yeah.
No, it's because his positioning was just very weird.
No, I was trying to set up a freeze, and she was doing a
Yeah,
like,
but doing it
taking
that low
yeah.
was a
So she
mistake.
took a lot of minion damage there before that came in. And Kane's going in the bot lane, but I'm not sure if
And
he
it's
really
there
knows.
to answer.
The W misses. I think they're just gonna have to back up here. Morgana
should
misses.
pick up now, or
Ramus
the Ramus might be
counter
able to
gang going on the Morgana gets the stun, and there's the exhaust, and she is down. Ramus gets a kill here, and they're not done. They get a second kill onto Kane. The mastery comes out from Xayah. She wants to get more wins after
Xayah.
losing that first game. I believe a teleport came out from Malphite there. Yeah, I don't think that was necessary. It was
That
a
was
pretty clean counter gang for Ramus there, but he's just there to make sure they secure the kill.
Alawi doing a fairly good job pushing Karma back under tower. Giving herself some room to breathe while also trying her best to deny farm from Karma, even though she is half health.
I don't know. Karma's trying to do it again. We'll see if she's not going to run. Oh, she might run her down. Alawi's going back in. She's poking her out. I think Alawi's a bit tilted, and Karma gets another solo kill here. Alawi losing HP, but refusing to back up.
I wouldn't put Monkey as the tilted type, but certainly taking bad trades in this point.
We'll have to see when he gets back to lane. True.
He's likely relying on the hit of 6 as well as the Conqueror procs to keep him alive just long enough to burn down the Karma, but to little avail and gives Karma a second kill. Not a
Chalice
good
here.
look this early in the game. Kane coming in. With the
I'm
Morgana.
looking for
I'll
these
fight.
engages, but
Safe.
these lanes. Sorry, go ahead. There's another taunt, and Morgana has to flash, but the Malphite all comes in. It gets to Morgana. And he's trying to get something back in return, but she's getting chunked out as well by the Zyra roam mid lane.
Has to flash away from the plant to survive.
That was a beautiful counter gank by Zyra there. Even though she's not the jungler, the follow-up there was fantastic, along with the Malphite ult to knock up both parties. Yeah, Kane's having issues because he's going in for these ganks on lanes that are pretty far pushed in, so he's not getting a lot of running room to run him down. And this is going to be a free Drake, basically, for the team switched around again, DGX.
Mega Squad trying to get a little bit of a trade, but Sustain puts his damage down a little bit in front of Zyra, just showing that she can, but not hitting.
Morgana blast comes over the wall and tries to get a root, but misses.
This is the root.
Oh,
That would've been big.
Morgana plays are painful for me right now. Oh.
And all this time, Annie's away from lanes, just giving Malphite time to catch back up and farm. Already up 2 kills. Just
I'm likely
significant.
going aggressive here, maybe. Trying to look for something. Karma poking her out, though. I don't think she survives this, but the tentacles are giving her some healing, and she does not get the totem, which means Karma can just walk up without being slowed and chunk her. And Karma's at almost full HP, while Alawi's at less than a quarter.
Absolutely. Zyra on the bottom side of the map, just clearing out some vision. Loud.
She oversteps here.
Doing?
Karma's gonna get a third solo kill in the top lane. This Alawi's just getting smacked. I don't know. I feel like tilt might be coming into play here. A little bit. I'm just seeing constant engages from the Alawi when she's at low HP, and this Karma's just dancing around all the engages.
Be very off schedule for Monkey to be tilted, but what's likely happening is he's getting caught in a position where he can't get away from a root, and is just doing his best to try and keep his farm lead, because that's really all he has at this point. But with the 3-kill deficit, it's just this game is already getting away from him on the top side, which is usually Omega Squad's high point. And with 2 more kills on the mid lane and another on the jungle, this is DGX's game to lose at this point.
Yes, Kame is topside, and I'd like to see a top gank here, because I think that's the only way to really get this Alawi back in, but we'll see. Nope, Kane's content with farming. I'm not a fan of this Kane pick. I feel like the champion's not being utilized to the best of their abilities.
It's a very different way than you use it. You use it as Blue Kane to run down everybody you see and lose the game. I'm not salty about that game, I promise. But
Oh no, I needed the kills for the Lilia quest. I wasn't trying to win, I was trying for kills. No, even if we're ignoring the running it down Kane, Alawi needs support from her jungler here, and that was a perfect spot. Karma was pushed up, and it would have been a 2v1 there, but Kane is going back to farming. And I don't know, Kane needs to hit his form. It's 7-0, and I feel like he needs to start having a map presence here if Omega Squad's going to bring it back.
Absolutely, but going in on a Karma like that fed while she still has flash really just kind of seems like a death wish to me.
That is fair.
Particularly when they know you're coming, because he did get spotted out by the vision that he cleared.
I did miss him getting spotted out by the vision. That does change my tune a bit.
There was a ward in the tri-bush that...
Gotcha.
Granted, he had Oracle with Rammus coming up here.
Another easy kill.
This game is just getting away from Omega Squad before it's even really begun at this point. Just over 10 minutes in and already 8 kills for DGX and none for Omega Squad in return. Almost a 3,000 gold lead already opening up. Not quite there, closer to 2,000 at this point, but slowly they're approaching.
Malphite goes for the tower dive and gets a solo kill on the Annie. Just poking her out, then finishing her off with the ult.
And Rammus giving a free
rift here.
The Lowy pushed back, Annie dead, and Kane just now coming up to his topside jungle. Very poor map management, all things considered. Morgana walking all the way up to mid lane to drop a ward and then walk all the way back to bot lane. Still level 5, that level 6 yet to come through, and that's a big one when you've got the Jinx.
Definitely. We got some pings going on for drag, I believe. Check the objective timer here. Yeah, drag's up in 20 seconds. Cloud.
That's interesting.
Omega Squad does have lane prio on both lanes, at least with minions concerned. But again, with how far they are behind in the game, I'm not sure how much they'll be able to do.
With the Mana Moon first buy for Ashe and the max of volley first, this is very definitely a poke Ashe as opposed to an attack speed Ashe.
That is true. We got a TP coming in from Alawi, but Rammus is going in. We got the Ashe ult going in on the Annie stunning, but not much there. We got some poke going on. We get a taunt going in on this Alawi, and Alawi's almost dead. She has to back up here. Rammus going back in for round 2. Getting the Kane. Kane's going to get taken down, and that is kill for Ashe. But they do have to back up here. We get the taunt on Alawi, but that's not enough. Alawi's going to try to, and she's back in the game with a 450 gold shutdown onto the Rammus. Alawi's tentacles, even if she's behind, does massive damage, and she's here to shut down the Rammus, so neither team has a jungler, so both teams will probably have to back up from this dragon.
I'm not sure they'll have to back up with the man advantage still on the side of DGX, and Annie at half health, Jinx very low. I think they could very easily take this if they chose to, but took too long with Kane back up. I imagine they'll just reset everybody and then go back for round 2 of the team fight. The only flash on the side of Omega Squad right now is that on Annie.
Flash in the game right now.
Only flash that Very true. Which is a little bit more problematic.
Morgana getting caught out. She goes golden, but her ult doesn't land, and she's just going to get clapped by the Malphite. Ashe getting the kill there, donating the kill to the ADC, so Ashe is now 3-0-3. DGX is looking strong. 4-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-0, and 0-1-5. No lane is a weak lane in this game for DGX. Malphite just dodging allow a Q, just casually strolling down the lane.
This could really be a very short one with 2 Drakes and...
I might have time for game 4 after all, boys. Ashe ult coming in just to secure the tower. Oh, the Zyra ult coming in to knock out. There's one! And there's going to be a cycle. Oh, no, maybe not Alawi with the lifesteal to keep her alive there and turn the tide. Jinx ult comes in, she gets 1 kill, and she's looking for more. She's going on the Zyra. She takes her down to a 4th HP, slows her, and he's going in. Alawi misses the E, but Jinx is going to be able. Oh no, Alawi gets it with the tentacle first. You know, Alawi not doing great in lane, but she is now 2-4, picking up these kills in these team fights. And Alawi, even if she's a bit behind, can easily start snowballing at any point if she gets kills.
Both of you doubted. I think that kill's a lot stronger in Alawi. That gives them some more team fight presence. And with Ashe already so big, they need a lot more onto the Jinx in order to catch her up. So I think it really does go a long way to put it onto the Alawi for now, as opposed to the Jinx. What do you think, Pickin?
I definitely agree. I think the Jinx is going to scale either way because it's Jinx. And I think this Alawi is going to need help with... she needs all the help she can get to be a presence to be able to split push. So I definitely like giving the kill over to Alawi here as well.
What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I agree. Jinx is doing fine in CS, and she's definitely behind the Ashe, but I think Alawi needs it now too to just help get an item on her, get him relevant in the game right now. Or more
And Jinx is beating Ashe in CS, so
yeah.
Karma might have been caught out here. Got the... Nope, never mind. Karma's going back in, and the Rammus is here to help and is going to get the kill on Alawi there.
Yeah,
maybe get a taunt, but nope, Kane's there to counter jungle. Or counter gank, that's the word.
Remember's top for both teams. And a little late to the party, but Rammus looking to catch her out if he can, just clearing vision 2 bot lane for DGX with only Jinx there to defend. The Ashe arrow coming through to stun her. The cleanse gets her out, but the root comes through. So there's a decent amount of damage, but the cleanse does end up saving Muddy Carrot's life there.
In top lane, we just have the DGX and Omega Squad sending 1 or 2 people up trying to defend or take this tower, but really the minions are just crashing. Neither champion can do anything about the other team, and they just let the minions die. Wash, rinse, repeat here. Malphite, though, looking for Annie, but is unable to catch up there. At what? Not 17 minutes.
Usually a good number. 12 minutes.
Yeah, this Kane has been late on his form for the past 2 games at least.
Kane's been late on the form because he refuses to gank.
That is very true.
Yeah, I don't know. Firefight and Gabriel keep giving me flame because earlier I had a Kane game where I was just going for kills to get Lilia's haiku. But in all seriousness, Kane does need to gank and get the souls so he can transform one way or the other here. In all 3 games, Kane has been very farm heavy, which I don't think best suits the champion, especially when your farm does so much for your
suit the
abilities.
Team or the champion.
What certainly suits the team, the champion. I mean, what's happening is Relapse is using Kane's ability to quickly clear his jungle, to clear both sides, and try to keep as many camps on cooldown as possible. But what that good farming ability is supposed to be used for is you can farm quickly and then gank, and then you can go back and farm quickly and then gank. But he's kind of skipping the gank portion of that so far.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Kane can have good early pressure.
But at this point, without a form, I'm not sure what you can do.
Yeah.
No, that's what the problem is. If you don't have no having no form on Kane at this point is basically not having a Kane at all.
And getting form at this
It's
point is hard
18
too because you
minutes
don't
and
have
he
your
doesn't
bonus
have form.
ability. You don't have your bonus ability stuff to help you fight, so you're going in super weak.
This is. I hate to say it, but it would be a miracle if Omega Squad came back on this game.
I agree completely.
It's reminding me of the Speaker game for his first TSM game where he took until 22 minutes to get his transform. For any of you that watch Alawi going for a trade here, getting the
Kane should
totem
have
off.
been at Rift since their whole team was at Dragon. But that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Gotta get his farm.
Yep. DGX having total objective control here. Karma getting the root off on Alawi. Alawi trying to get the health back with the tentacles. Oh, Alawi might get a kill here. The tentacles are going to be spawning and going for Karma. Alawi, now that she has some of those kills under her belt, is easily able to bully this Karma out of the lane.
Tentacles have a hard time killing the Karma, what with her being a more mobile champion than a lot of the squishier people on her team, but
I mean, she has speed up, so Alawi's original E, if you get it, does slow her down, which makes it hard to dodge.
Slow her down, but with the shield and the speed up, and the fact that you can pretty much tell where the tentacles are going to strike, you'd have to kind of be asleep at the keyboard.
Yeah, we'll see. I keep seeing her get hit by 1 or 2 each time, and it has been enough to kill, but Alawi's definitely starting to become the more powerful top laner of the two.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Ardent Sensor first, or Athens first, sorry.
Go and support.
Athens and Ardent Sensor, so that shield is going to be very strong.
Yeah. And although Karma is up by 2 kills, Alawi is up by 30 some CS here, so
34 CS.
and the gold difference is actually Alawi is winning in gold currently by like 20, but in the Malphite ult, shuts on the Annie, the Asher, there's nothing much to do there.
I'm not sure that was a necessary cleanse on the Jinx's part, but better safe than
Not at
sorry,
all.
I suppose.
There's no follow-up from the team on that assault.
The Zyra was there, so another lockdown would have been possible, but with the Malphite ult out, I'm not sure you need to be scared of that at this point.
I think
Zyra was still walking up too.
As opposed to a thought out. Oh, Morgana might get caught out by the Ram is here, but she is able to root him and make it out to safely. Zyra gets a root onto the Jinx zone. There comes the ult. Jinx flashes and they get the Morgana in the meantime, and man, they keep carrying this Ash.
Running for his life.
Just chase down.
Jinx should have saved that cleanse.
It's disgusting though because they keep pairing this Ash with like the likes of either slows or people that can chase down. So once you get caught out by one thing, Ash just slows you. You can't get away at that point. You just have to turn and face the music.
Meanwhile, Monkey was running it down top lane.
Ayo.
TP coming out from turtle stance to
The
catch
taunt
the
under cover. Ram is taking tower shots but not really taking damage. Kane might die here.
and still no form.
Kane surviving with 60 health.
Might have
there.
form now, I think, with that trade. I hope, maybe.
He better get. Come on, dude.
Shaman Assassin is ready. I think he just is waiting for Red Kane. Oh, there's the Red Kane.
Stain again not building Mikhail's. Then again with no items built. I guess he's just trying to get that lockdown for his team. But when your Jinx is really a lot of your damage and it's just continuous team fights, you really need that Crucible. And 2 games in a row not building it, it's painful for Muddy.
Yeah. In other news, Kane does have red form. Kane is an actual Kane now. And he was sitting on the Shadow Assassin waiting to get Red Kane because he didn't want to go Shadow Assassin.
It took so long, but Still a long time to wait, regardless.
Yeah.
Dragon is coming up here soon. Omega Squad is definitely gonna want to fight this.
They're gonna want to. I'm not sure if they can. They're gonna have to get a shutdown on the Ashe somehow. And Kane's already getting caught out before the fight even starts, but that is Ashe Arrow gone before the fight starts. But Rammus is going in with the help of... there goes the Alawi ult, smashing down, trying to get some kills. The Zyra ult comes out as well.
Yeah, but how we all different?
Alawi Rammus kills Zyra, gets the kill and return on Annie, but Ashe is just here to clean up. Ashe gets two kills, and the Karma, takes the third.
An ace for the side of DGX with the only cost being their jungler and gives them soul. This is really a very clean game for the side of DGX.
Alawi just solo ulting the Rammus there was a big mistake.
I think she got a second, but I think she failed to get a totem up. Yeah, nope, never mind. You're right. It was a solo ult on Rammus, and she got a totem on Rammus.
Alawi needed to flash into that backline and ult the Ashe.
Definitely.
At this point, I'm not even sure the Ashe is the only issue. You gotta get on quite a few members for the side of DGX or have any hope of turning a fight.
Yeah. And Alawi has the kit to do it. She just hasn't been able to get to the backline of the Karma of the Ashe. Honestly,
well,
of the Zyra too.
In general, but I mean, there was two decks to each other, I believe.
Oh no!
Alawi might get caught out here.
No!
You hate to see it. The point this late.
Yeah.
Had the forethought to check the bush with a vessel pull, but
it doesn't matter when 5 people are there, including a Rammus and an Ashe.
You're having a ghost friend's gonna do much for you.
Yeah. I don't think it's just Morgana. There's a lot going wrong this game. You can't just pin it on
Ashe, Malphite.
Kane getting a shutdown on Malphite though. He goes to steal, but he is unable to. And he is shut down there. And the slow from Karma is probably going to ensure that Annie and Jinx also die as well. There's one. Looks like Annie will get away with her life. But that is 4 members with Baron and only 2 alive from the side of Omega Squad. You say that you're saying play around the Alawi top lane, but Kane didn't gank Alawi once during that, I don't believe. Or if he did, it was only once. I don't know. I feel like this team needs to work on what their win condition is. Because currently there's a lot of... Oh, Kane gets caught out as well. The Ashe Arrow. Oh, Alawi might get an ult though. Here comes the big damage from Alawi. And it's enough to keep her alive. Kane gets a kill onto the Rammus. And he gets a kill onto the Ashe. And they keep on going. Malphite gets 2 kills, so he's coming back, but Annie does shut down the Malphite there. So now it's just Jinx trying to shut down the Annie, or the Karma trying to shut down the Annie here. Annie gets the stun. Will she be able to get away though? No, she will not. Karma gets the kill there. Jinx trying to fight them off here, but I think that will in fact be a... What is that? A 3 for 3 there at the end.
Private, I would like to lodge a formal complaint as to you not being silenced anymore. You are far too insightful, pointing out way too many things to be sat there, us listening and nobody else being able to hear you.
And we have...
Quick back after taking a turret. Just keep the pressure up around the map. Jinx looking for a second turret for the side of Omega Squad here in the mid lane, quickly clearing out, and with only her around, she might be able to get caught out here though. No, but the Chomper's able to deter Rammus long enough. Rammus able to protect their outer turret, keeping them at just 1 turret down in the top lane.
Yeah, that last fight went well though when they got the Alawi onto the back line and being able to ult 3 or 4 different people. Now, the overall fight did end up well, but that's the right idea of trying to get the Alawi to be able to do that lifesteal of having 3 or 4 different people being hit by the tentacles at the same time and forcing their back line to run away. But I'm not sure if it will be enough at this point in the game.
Absolutely. With the Elder Drake being the next neutral objective on the board, it looks like both teams are content to just push out and see if they can catch the other slipping.
If you're Omega Squad, what are you trying to do here to stay in the game and not just get erased during this Elder fight?
With Omega Squad, I'd almost prefer to put the Kane top lane, keep a mobile member able to move around the map and keep some pressure up, keep a Lowy in the mid lane, maybe put the Any in the bot lane with both of the bot laners backing up the Alawi, just trying to stretch out DGX and see if you can get something.
Malphite coming in, shutting down the Annie, and then Ashe shutting down the Alawi. That's definitely Elder, or they might just run it down mid and try to end the game here.
Could very definitely be an end. With Alawi down, there's a lot less pressure to keep people off of your turrets.
Yeah, Kane going inside Rammus, but it's not going to do too much.
Rammus, just the tanky boy.
And this seems to be the last fight. Ashe is going to slow Kane down to kill him, while Malphite's going to kill Jinx, and Zyra's going to get the inhib. This looks like it's game. DGX coming out strong for game 3, ending it in only 30 minutes, while the other games have been going to 35 or 40-ish. They seem to have found their rhythm and know what they want.
9 deaths on the Alawi this game.
Morgana didn't have enough gold to buy support items.
Morgana didn't have enough gold.
Zonia's is the first thing you buy in Morgana.
That is a true statement.
So you can
Because it's for ult.
So you can ult an entire
So you
team
can
and
lock
live.
down their entire team as opposed to just 1 or 2 and also potentially live. Like, without the Zonias, you are little more than a black shield and a...
For those of you watching, our producer is wondering why Morgana built Zonia's first as opposed to a support item.
I can't
In case you're wondering what we're talking about.
Guys, I can't